Hi guys, if you want to hear a longer version of this podcast where we go through you, the viewer, or the listener's game-changing tips, sign up to our version of Patreon that's even better. It's anotherslice.com/absolute game changer. All right, this week.
Woo.
I'll start my game changer.
Yeah, you go first.
Okay.
Christopher Martin, what is your ultimate game changer?
This week's game changer.
Oh, you look thoughtful. I like it.
I put a lot of thought into this.
Okay.
It's a very, very serious,
Okay.
serious subject. I got told this, and I have done it with some success. Mm-hmm. If you go to Las Vegas in Nevada, this applies to a lot of British people go over there. You can book a cheap room.
Oh God, it's this.
But everyone likes to get tipped in Vegas. So someone told me, when you check in, you go, hey, have you got any upgrades available? And you take a $20 out and you slide it on the table, on the counter to the woman or man or non-binary person there, and you say, are there any upgrades available? Mm-hmm. And you slide it to them, and then you get an upgrade. In the Cosmopolitan, we had 2 rooms. I said, hey, have you got any upgrades on there? Let us see the money. And we got upgraded to a junior suite.
Uh-huh.
Why you?
How many other times has that worked?
I've tried it 3 times. The first time I tried it was in the Flamingo.
The most awkward. I couldn't even be near you
with my ex-manager, and I did it in such an awkward way. And I was like, have you got any upgrades? And I half put the $20 down,
so
and then she didn't see it. And then I was like, I'm not. Oh, fuck it. And I just $20 back. I took it back because she didn't see it, and she couldn't know that. She went, have you got any upgrades available? And she's like, yeah, you've got to pay like $150 for it. And I was like, it's probably more than that 20. And I took the 20 away. And then the last time I tried it was recently on a bachelor party there. Mm-hmm. And we were in Excalibur. I was with Matt Kirshen, another comedian. And I went, have you got any upgrades? And then I put the $20. And the person looked at it. And I don't actually think it's upgrades. I go, what's the best room you can give us? And they gave me that. And they saw the 20. I left the 20. I looked in the room and I thought, what room would I have got if I hadn't given them $20? Because this room is shite. It was rubbish. It was not good. We got in there and it was like the window just had so many stains from the sand.
The window?
No, from the sand. I don't think it was not those stains. It was like sand based. It was bad. But it was
sand.
From like a sandstorm type thing.
Oh, right.
I guess I don't. It's very high up. It's very. They have a very long pole
cleaning
device.
Yeah.
There we go. Look at that marriage.
Wow.
Long pole cleaning device to clean it. But it was not good. Here's something I didn't realize is my barometer now for a bad hotel room is when you don't have a USB charge hole for your phone. Didn't have one of them. You had to go.
That is bad.
Brick in the wall.
Yeah, Indy's even nodding. Yeah. Producer's nodding.
There was also no bed or shower. That was it. No, it had a bed and a shower, but they were bad. There were 2 beds. We were in separate beds, but yeah, it was not good.
Wow.
But it was like they put us in a tower different to everyone else. So I think it included the $20 somehow as part of it, but it was not. Like I was like, how like. Mm-hmm. It's Excalibur though. It's a hotel that is medieval themed. So what do you expect? I guess compared to medieval times, greatest
perfect,
room.
Yeah.
show that to an 850-year-old knight, and he's like, this place is the lap of luxury.
He's like, where's the straw on the floor?
Bed, and you're over 30 and alive. This is amazing. This is amazing. You haven't got any signs of scurvy or anything. You're wearing Invisalign. What the fuck is that? It's crazy. So yeah, that is a tip though. $20.
Did someone specifically say $20?
I think I've knocked it. I think it might have been like 40 or 50.
I would have said
There's
50.
a point though when you start paying 50 and you're like, well, surely online I could have just paid that for an upgrade rather than do this dance.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But yeah, it's still
20
money.
Just seems so pathetic, if I'm honest.
I think that's more of like a kinda game changer.
Yeah.
Absolute.
Like
It seems like it's awkward most of the time.
Yeah, a mostly game
Probably
changer.
not a game changer. It's a game disruptor. A disruptor game. It might lead to me feeling like I've won or feeling very ashamed and like I've lost. I've let the team down.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, people go to Vegas, try it, let me know how it works. Maybe I think it's a lot of it is in Cosmopolitan. I was like, bang, there you go. And it was also, she was a nice lady who seemed like receptive to that. Mm-hmm. I think it's like, who have you got? What vibe are you vibing with?
Yeah, definitely. I think there's,
I've always wanted to do that thing, go, say hello to Mr. Lincoln. And then just like, I don't know who any of the presidents are or anything like that.
Don't ever do that.
Problem is, I know Lincoln and then Franklin, but I don't know what money they're on. So I could be like, say hello to George W. Bush. And they're like, he's not on any of our money. And I'm like, is this a picture of George Bush? Do you like him? Do you want a signed photo of George W. Bush? Famous bad president who seems quite good now compared to some of the more recent ones. But there you go. He did unite America, didn't he?
Don't ask me. I didn't even know what POTUS was 5 minutes ago.
That's very true. On the false premise.
You mean last week?
Yeah.
It was last week. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so that's why I keep the president's names out of my mouth.
No, okay, that's a game changer for you.
Yeah,
I'm never going to do that.
I know you're not, but you love a bargain too much.
I love a bargain.
You'd rather
but
just show your boobs to get a discount.
You were going to say knockers, weren't you?
I was going to say knockers.
Show your knockers. Yeah, but no, I don't know. There's something. I'm so confident about certain things, but there's something about that makes it really.
I don't know what about the 1 out of 3 successes I've had would make you think that. What's your game changer, Hannah Stanbridge?
My game changer is actually very genuine. Not at all. Might not even be.
Not funny.
Not funny.
If you came here to laugh, just stop listening now. Good advert.
No, but it literally has changed my life.
Okay.
Botox for migraines.
Okay. That's good.
And before anyone's like, what the fuck, she's living in LA for too long, she's getting Botox now. It's not that. Like, it is not, I can still move my forehead. See? Mm-hmm. It is not for cosmetic at all. But I have, since I was 16 years old and I was in a bloody music class where where we were drumming, I got my first ever migraine. And I get them with aura and they're chronic and I get them like almost once a week.
Yeah,
like
it is bad.
It is horrific. It's debilitating. It's not funny, but it's very debilitating.
It's bad for you, and selfishly, as the husband of someone with a migraine, it's also bad for me because
you have to do everything.
Well, yeah. Is that? It sounds selfish. I don't
because it is selfish.
I don't often think I'm that selfish.
No, you're not.
But there is I do feel in your mind when your other half is unwell, you want them to be well 50% because you love them and you don't want to see them in pain. But the other 50% just for your own sanity.
Yeah.
so that you don't have to do two people's work.
Yeah.
And when we have a kid, then that's going to be a whole.
Yeah.
I'll be
all
like,
this other stuff. Yeah.
No migraine, stay away. So I'm very on board with the Botox.
It literally, I didn't even know it was a thing. It is something that you can, it's like it's medically proven. You can get it on insurance in America and it's fantastic. And I get something terrifying, like 50 needles, like all up the back of my head.
Like Hellraiser.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, what's his pinhead?
Pinhead.
I'm like, all around there, all around my neck, blah, blah, blah. But the first time I got it done, I got you to drive me. Mm-hmm. And I was so scared that I was going to look like shit because I thought it was going to be like red boils coming out of my... I've never had it done before. Mm-hmm. But I was totally fine looks-wise. But I did nearly faint and had to lie down. And another small tip that I learned was if you feel like you're going to faint, lie down because then you can't fall over. Yeah. And it actually stops you from... I didn't faint.
That's good.
It was crazy.
Lie down before you fall down.
Yeah. But it honestly has changed my life. I went from having probably a migraine a week that lasts for 3 to 4 days.
It's tough 3-4 days with that partner, guys. It's a real tough one.
Yep. you should have done this then. Botox for your partner. It's an absolute game changer for me. But
Happy other half.
happy other half, happy wife, happy life. But it literally, I have had maybe two?
No, it's been. I mean, you used to though. Like, I don't know how everyone gets a migraine, but Hannah will get one if the sun hits her in the eye.
Yeah.
And we live in California, so that's like getting a migraine every time you see a chair.
Yeah.
It's like you're getting a migraine every week, basically.
Yeah.
It'd be like, oh, is it sunny? Yeah, like every day it's sunny.
I got one in the Apple store because it's really bright in there.
Yeah. It's
It's
a
not.
nightmare. So
not great.
I'm into it, mate. Botox
Yeah.
for your head.
So Botox for migraines. If anyone,
While you're there, if you're looking old and shit, get it for your face.
yeah,
as well.
exactly. Just ask for a couple
You're
extra.
looking old and shit. Sorry, by the way. Being old doesn't mean you necessarily look shit. You can grey gracefully.
No,
grey gracefully. Who's old and shit now? I can't even say phrases like age gracefully in the correct order.
Yeah, but that's
Okay.
because it is a genuine, absolute game changer.
All right. I like that.
Thanks.
I'm into it. We haven't had one yet where we're like, no, no, take that game changer out of your mouth.
Well, we did. I mean, Indy pointed it out. The one you just did was a potential, maybe bit of a changer. Sometimes 1 in 3 times, perhaps. Like, it's not really absolute. It's not,
Maybe absolute's too much.
And only for men.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Well, everyone's against me. Whose idea was the podcast, guys? Yeah. I can pull the plug. I walk out of it any moment, but I won't because I have nothing else. Okay. Let me get the right volume on this guy. Okay, here we go.
My life hack is a little bit
Sorry,
bougie.
this is Daniel Sloss, by the way. Look at that.
What
My
a
life hack is a little bit bougie, but will make flying a lot more fun. Air stewards accept tips. They just don't get them because, for some reason, that's one of the very few places in tipping culture where we just don't think of tipping. When given your food or your first drink on a flight, say thank you, palm $10 or a tenner into the hand of the air hostess or stewards and say, hey, I'm a nervous flyer. I really, really appreciate you giving me this, and thanks for your service. I'm not a nervous flyer because I'm not a loser, and I understand physics and odds, but I also understand if you tip an air steward, they will ply you with red wine for the rest of the fucking flight.
oh my
Do you know what
God.
I really liked about that, though? Not just the fact that I didn't realise that it was going to be the same episode as me
Yeah.
talking about tipping, but it's just thank you for your service to an air steward. It
Like
made him
they've
sound-
fought in a war.
Yeah. But having been on some flights,
Yeah.
I feel like some countries I've flown to, the stuff going on in economy is. Remember when we?
Oh my God.
When we flew to Jamaica, and it was because we just got married, and we told the woman, someone said, "You tell them there's someone's give you some champagne," and she went, "Come with me," and she like made us come into that like middle bit,
You know where they shut the curtain.
gave us a champagne. She goes, "If I give it to you out there, people,
They'll all want one."
They'll all want one." And then.
As soon as, because, well, even before that, we sat down and people weren't all even in their seats, and everyone started dinging the call button for the flight steward and stewardess.
Yeah.
Because they wanted the ice lolly that they knew they were going to get at some point during
Yeah.
the journey, and they wanted it now.
Was that when someone walked on eating a whole Domino's pizza?
Someone brought a whole Domino's pizza. It was
And that isn't. It's not necessarily the country.
No, it
might be
wasn't
the
the country,
airline.
it was
the people. It was
Yeah,
people
yeah.
of all races and
Yeah.
nationalities. They were just like. I think it's about going to like an island where people just are like.
people are like, fuck
Rules
it.
are out the window,
Yeah,
baby.
I don't give a shit. This ain't my house.
But Daniel Sloss that is a great tip.
That's a great tip. I've
him-
never thought about that.
Give him because I guess also especially in economy, like
Especially
people
economy.
don't want to be tipping in the economy.
People aren't tipping in economy.
But that's great. Give them 10 quid and then they'll keep loading you up with booze. And then think about that. Just get two extra glasses of wine.
Yeah.
Your quid's in.
Yeah.
You're in profit.
That's a really good. I also just think that's a really nice thing to do.
Knowing me though, if I tried to
Oh,
do
I
it,
mean,
I'd be
yeah.
like, thank you for your service. And then I put the thing, and it like slides out their hand, and they stare at me, and I pick it up, and I go, never mind. And I just,
No, it'd just be so awkward, and then I wouldn't have anywhere to go. I'd just
or
have to be
or then
next
if
to
you what if you give them 10 quid, and then like an hour passed, and they haven't given you something, then you just be like,
yeah, you'd be so angry
because you can't be like, can I have that tenner back? Because can I have that tenner back? Or can you give me more? Yeah, awkward. All right, I'm into that.
I think we should try that in our next flight.
But by we, do you mean me try it?
Oh, 100%. I'm not trying it.
Okay, yeah, I thought so, yeah. Why wouldn't you try it?
I don't. But then is it a bit creepy if you do it to a woman on an airstream?
Depends how you say thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
I just feel like poor air stewardess. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. That's not sexy, so that's all right. I just feel like air stewardesses probably get propositioned all the time, and they. Do you not think?
Yeah, but I don't think by propositions. I've never. Are you saying people expect some sort of?
Well, she might be like, "Oh, what is this for? Like sexual favors or something?"
Yeah, but like, I'm not in that industry, but I'm pretty sure that in that industry, you know that a tenner is never going to cut it.
I guess. And also, if you're like, I'm a nervous flyer, thank you so much.
I'm a nervous flyer. Here's 10 quid. Can I have a hand job? Like that.
It really is the only thing that relaxes me.
Yeah. I think they're going to understand what that means.
Okay.
If you don't say they just go, thanks. I'm a nervous flyer. Can I have some alcohol, please, at any point? No sex. Just say no sex.
Clarify.
Right on the money. Beer.
Not for sex.
Brackets. No sex. Close brackets. There we go.
Okay, good.
There we go. We've made it more awkward. We've made quite good advice, slightly more uncomfortable for everyone listening.
That was all my fault. That was nice, though. It was like a little tipping sandwich.
It was a tipping sandwich.
With some Botox
in the middle. There we go. Perfect. Guys, if you liked it, you know what to do. Like, subscribe. If you want to hear you lovely listeners with your advice or your tips, just listen to the bonus episode. Details in the description. And if you want to drop us a message with one of your absolute game changers, you can DM me on Twitter at Chris M Comedy.
Or me. Just DM me.
What is it? At
Hannah Stanbridge.
Yeah. And just in your DM, specify brackets, no sex when you're messaging Hannah. Thank you. Cheers.
I might take it the wrong way.